time for some email.
Let's get
ready?
Let's get them. All
Okay.
right, go for it. What do you got?
Well, this first one comes from Brianna. She says, "Hi, Pat. I'm an 18-year-old girl, and my friends have started to question the Bible. I tried my best to explain it, but they became very angry and said the Bible was wrong. It made me so upset because I was unable to convince them. They're always saying things like, 'Praise Satan,' and I really don't like it. What should I do? These are my best friends, and I'm at a loss."
Well, you know what the Bible says? Be not unequally yoked with unbelievers. What fellowship has Christ with Belial? You're teamed up with the wrong people. These girls are probably playing with Satan, but nevertheless, you don't want to be sucked into satanic ritual. But if you get the situation like that, there's one thing you say. I want to quote one verse in the Bible to you. It is appointed unto man once to die, and after that the judgment. It is appointed unto man once to die, and after that the judgment. It is appointed, it'll happen. You're going to die one day, and there's going to be judgment. Period. Don't argue anymore. Don't argue with people. Okay?
This is Cinda, who says, "Pat, I was married when my husband and I gave our lives to the Lord. I fell into an adulterous relationship, and after I continued to hear the Spirit of the Lord speaking to me. I went back to my husband and asked for forgiveness. He said no, it was over. Since then, I have remarried, and we both serve the Lord, but I feel condemned when I read I'm not to remarry but remain single. Am I living in sin by being remarried, and will God forgive me for such a great sin of adultery?"
Look, adultery is terrible sin, but so is stealing, so is slander, so is covetousness, and on and on and on. But look, technically, if a marriage was broken because of adultery, the spouse is free to remarry. But in this case, you were the one committing adultery, but your husband says, no, I don't want to continue anymore. I don't want the marriage is broken. I don't want to resume it. So technically, you're free. But this is the kind of problem that people get into when they live in sin. And I don't have a clear answer. I really don't. If I'm going to be exactly true to the Word, I'm going to say you had no right to remarry. What you're doing now is adultery. But at the other hand, the Lord is infinitely merciful, and He may have, told you something that He didn't tell me. So you're asking me what to do. You're already remarried. What do you want me to tell you? Get out of that marriage? I don't think I'm going to say that. Yeah. But it's a difficult situation, and it's solved a whole lot easier if the spouse doesn't commit adultery going in. All right.
This is Patricia, who says, "My son keeps asking me, if your God is so powerful, why can't he defeat Satan? Where does Satan get his power from?" Pat, how would you answer those questions?
All right. He was created by God, and along the way, Satan, decided that he could run the universe better than God. So the first sin was pride, and he took a third of the angels with him. Now, God is all-powerful, and at any point of time, God could have destroyed Satan and all those demons, just like that. No problem. But if He did, there would be fear throughout the universe forever. And God says, no, I'm not going to do it that way. I'm going to show that love will triumph over hatred and fear. And He showed His ultimate love by sending His Son to die for the sins of those who are sinners. Now, the time is going to come in the not-too-distant future when the angels will take hold of Satan and cast him into a fiery pit where he'll be chained for 1,000 years. But that hasn't happened yet, but it's going to. Satan's going to get it. Don't worry about it. We leave you with our Power Minute from John 14. Whatever you ask in my name, that will I do, so that my Father may be glorified in the Son. Bye-bye.